So I don't remember at all where we were.
Nope. We'll have to read our journal.
Yeah, what do you know? Things actually come in use at this point. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we had to learn all the wizard spells, and I thought I did, and then we didn't.
Which one are we missing, though?
See, I'm not sure, because as far as I'm aware,
All right, what's the name of the quest? I'm just gonna Google it. So
I don't know, wizard
basic...
spells.
All right, Morrowind.
Aryan. Look up Aryan. No. Look up Aryan wizard spells. Aryon. Wizard spells. Because I'm pretty sure. Oh, look at
There's a Reddit. Telvanni House. Wizard spells. Help! All caps. Master, I won't accept wizard spells. I think that's because he only recognizes regular spells, the one you can buy, not custom ones.
Yes, I've done this already, though. I bought all the ones you can buy. Let's go to Vivek.
Well, I found a console command that will fix it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I own all the spells, it should work.
Here's the console command.
All right,
let's copy it. I'll put it in our chat.
Oh.
Because someone else is saying the same thing. They're like, I can't figure this out. Why it will not work? And they said, I would not mind doing a console. And he's like, I wrote this, but it didn't work. And the guy's like, use this one. He's like, that worked.
All right, let's just do it. Because this really should be working. Because last time, if you guys remember, I went and bought all of the spells that he asked me to buy, and nothing happened. I demonstrated Master Iron that I know the rudimentary wizard spells. There we go. So let's go to Aryan. I hate having to do console commands, but sometimes the game just breaks.
Morrowind.
Well, Bethesda. To be fair. Like, just Bethesda in general. Oh yeah, speaking of the game being broken. Water walking, where are we? There it is. So let's go back to Aryan. Then, I'm sure he'll have something else for us to do. What a beautiful day in Morrowind. Yeah?
Oh, I thought you meant outside. I was like, oh yeah, I definitely agree.
No, it's 85 degrees
nice.
here. Not too nice.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was a nice 62, I think, here.
Yeah.
Sunny, so you weren't really cold.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I went for a little walk earlier. Yeah. And I forgot to go out and promote the stream everywhere, so I just did that while we were sitting here.
Yeah, I didn't get to send the people that I wanted to send messages to, but that's okay. Yeah, I was helping our friend, with his Morrowind. He couldn't get Tamriel Rebuilt working, the guy who asked us on the stream.
Right.
And I think it's Telerune we need to go to. Is it Telmora?
Hey, Yoshi OST. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Yoshi stopped by in chat and said, hey, I was sent by to say hello, but I gotta go. Chat another time. He's pretty cool. I actually interact with him a lot in a lot of the other GMA Christian streamer streams.
Oh, cool.
I see him in chat. So I know his name. He's part of the God Mode activated group.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, then I probably know him because I was... Did I tell you that I joined a ESO guild from God Mode Activated?
There's an ESO guild in God Mode Activated?
Well, it's not like they're their own thing, but a lot of the people in God Mode Activated are in the ESO guild, and the ESO guild is all a bunch of Christians, pretty much. I think they only have one member who's not a Christian in their guild, Levitate. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's I I can talk to them.
Why do I not have an invite?
Well, because you don't talk to them very much. None of them know who you are. I asked them. Like, I was like, have you heard of him? And they're like, I don't think I've ever met him, no. So, none of them know you, so you have to go and talk more often. Brandon is one of them. He has, like, his name looks weird. But he's usually, he's online in the server. The God Mode Activated
Oddly
server.
enough, every time, most of the people who I talk to very early on, are still in the group, but I get a lot of tells outside, mostly for theology questions when someone has an issue or wants prayer. And hey, I'm happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, no, I get it. I'm not really active in the Discord. I'm not active in any Discords other than my own. And even that I kind of fall, short on. I mean, hours too, but you know what I mean. I'm not in them all day like I used to be.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, if you want to join the ESO guild, just be a little bit more active.
ESO again, so
be a little bit more active. They're a cool guild too. They do PvP, they do PvE, they do everything.
I'll have to look. I know. I know my guild that I formed a long time ago. Me and 3 other guys. It's a multi-gaming guild, mostly for like Ashes of Creation, some other stuff. We're stepping away from DCN as a whole because DCN's doing something different, which is all good. That's to be expected. We didn't leave on bad terms or anything else, because I know someone will say, "Did you leave on bad terms?" No, Ark's still like one of my best friends. He's just doing stuff for real life. And he's trying to obviously make a career out of it, and having a very hardcore type guild, in there doesn't quite fit what he tries to do. Like application, we have application processes because in some of those games, there's a lot of espionage and intrigue. People can destroy your stuff, so we interview people, and he doesn't have time for all of that, so he's doing something different. So our guild's going to step away and more just be affiliated instead of being owned by.
Sure.
So we're thinking about booting back up the ESO guild, because I still have the guild. I'm still in it. I'm the only one who's in it, because when DCN stepped away from
I
ESO,
think you guys would certainly probably like them, because they even have like Bible study channels in their Discord and stuff, and I think they meet for morning prayer every morning, and so
that's cool.
Yeah, they're a pretty cool little group, and the guild leader, she is in the habit of helping Christian content creators, whether they're just gaming content creators or actually like Christian content creators.
Sure.
She likes to help promote and help set you up so you can be successful and stuff. So probably be helpful for you. But she wanted to talk to me about my stuff. I mean, not off the top of my brain, but
okay, fair enough.
Morning Brew is the name of the guild. So yeah.
How do I feel like I know that? Anyway, I don't know.
All right, so let's keep going here with this. One of our fellow Telvanni, Millen Farman.
Ishta's here. Hey, Isha.
Hi, Isha. Milman Farman is being assaulted by members of House Halalu at Odurinaran.
Elf on elf violence. I'm sort of okay with this.
It is on Azura's coast, west of the shrine to Azura, and south of the old Dwemer ruins of Nekurdamas. I will mark these ruins on your map. Go there and speak with Milnan Fairman, who is under attack by forces of House Halalu. He is probably making his last stand at the top of his tower. Okay, so where did he say? So we just need to go to the Shrine of Azura, which I know exactly where that is, so we'll do that. But it's... So he marked the Dwemer ruin. Azura's shrine is like over here. So it's somewhere around here, basically. So I guess the best thing for us to do is... Oh, I know. I know, actually. Recall. Back to one of our 2 houses. Why do I feel like I'm moving? Oh, because I'm levitating. That's why. Okay. And then, from here, we will travel to Divayth.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
See,
and Yoshi OST followed. Thank you for the follow, buddy.
Yoshi!
You're probably not here, but you can watch it on YouTube later. You rock.
Yeah, I told some of the people in that guild about our stream, and they were interested. So I sent them links to your Twitch, and maybe they followed your Twitch and then to the Twitch. Yeah. Jumping off the roof! Woo! You missed it. You missed my free dive into the
I knew you weren't gonna die.
the ocean.
And I'm watching it on my phone.
Watch on your phone?
Yeah, I put it on my phone so I can hear it at the same time. So if I need to hear audio, I turn it up on my phone. And I also make sure that I have multiple different places to view it.
So, Molag Mara is
like,
go.
Oh, look. Why is...
So I guess we're gonna walk from here.
See?
Oh,
it's
okay.
on my phone.
All right,
See?
got it. So Molag Mara, I thought you were playing your phone game. To be honest.
No, I was looking at the phone because it looked like it was stuttering, but I think it was just my internet.
Yeah, I mean my internet's fine, so it shouldn't be having any issues. From my end, I mean.
But see, I'm not using the internet on my, like, what I'm doing is I'm using the internet on my phone. I'm not using my, like, just cell phone internet. That's why my internet tends to, crap out from time to time. So I don't trust when things go bad on mine. That's why I have it on my phone too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, check this out. People who haven't played Morrowind, your character puts his hand up to his face when there's this storm going on.
Just me, Isha. Thanks a lot, Isha. Make me feel good.
Why did Isha make you feel good?
I was being facetious because she goes, no, it's just you having issues.
Oh, yeah.
No, she was being helpful, but I was just picking on her.
Oh, okay.
She knows I love her. She's awesome. So.
Whee!
That wind whipping over the crags in Morrowind.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Levitation, where are we? There we are. I'm going to levitate because I don't feel like hopping over this hill. Oh, and I
love
just...
how that arc helm of yours hides his elf ears so well.
What helm?
I'm
not wearing a helmet.
Not you. Sorry, I'm responding to chat. Isha linked Ark's emotes in chat, which is the Ark heart. Now he's wearing like the classic Nord armor in his emotes, and I was like, I like how they hide his elf ears so well, because I always tease him that he's an elf, because he hates elves as much as I do, so I call him an elf all the time.
I see.
He has a neon light system, and you could change its color, so I always change it to yellow for the AD every time. I say, hey, AD it up, elf boy, and I turn his character. Because he uses his channel points. But little does he know that I watch his channel all the time. I'll leave it on just so he has a view and stuff, even if I'm not here. So I have more channel points than pretty much anyone. So I can change it anytime I want.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. You're like, okay.
No, I'm sort of distracted by, playing the game. No, I'm distracted because I'm trying to remember where this facility is, because I do kind of know where it is. He said it's south of this ruin I'm walking towards here.
Oh, Morrowind directions. I understand.
But
it's south, or was it north?
No, it is actually south, but I just don't remember exactly where it is.
Again,
Ooh.
I'm being facetious for
I
Morrowind.
need your resin.
You know their directions are always sort of weird in Morrowind.
I mean, they tend to
Take
be
the road.
accurate.
Walk
I love how the
roughly
storm.
about 3 hair lengths.
Oh, hey, look!
You know?
Look, do you know what that is in the distance? Do you know what that is over there?
Hold on.
Do you know what that is?
Is it the giant crab?
No, that's on the other side of the map.
Oh.
That is a
main. Are you talking real far in the distance, or that kind of little segmented thing?
The segmented thing halfway.
It's not an Ashlander place?
Nope.
It looks like Ashlander, but okay.
I thought you would know. No, it's part of the main quest. It's the secret facility where that one Imperial agent is. It's Azura's. It's like a temple that only opens at dawn and dusk. Like, it opens up and you can go inside it at dawn and dusk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you have to remember, I haven't played Morrowind in 20 years.
Yeah, but I mean, we're nerds, so you never know.
No, I get it, but it still doesn't mean I'll remember.
Oh, hey, look, a day drop. Why are you so hard to hit with this? You're, like, not taking any damage. Okay. Well...
No damage, day drop. Is this the one that's gonna kill you now?
What?
I think so.
Did you not just see what I just did?
I saw the lightning.
I stunned him.
I just keep going. Hey, that's it.
It's not gonna. It's you're gonna end up annoying people with that because it's not gonna happen.
Right.
You're gonna become a broken record.
All I know is I have to answer questions, like comments on YouTube, every time I release one of these videos going, why have you not killed the elf yet? And I'm like, I keep trying, but he's sneaky.
You gotta be kidding me. Is your audience ingratiated to your elf hatred?
Oh yeah, most of my audience is elf hate. Yeah.
Well, they can go and just calm down because elves are the best. All right, where are we here? I think this is it over here.
Setana is about your only elf supporter. He's always trying to get me to go into Cyrodiil so he can try to kill me on his wood elf.
Nice. But wood elves are nowhere near the level of dark elves and high elves. So
I mean, they could be. All I have to do is eat them.
That's not how that works. What is going on with this? Is it buried? Is there like an entrance down here? Or is it up the hill? I think this is where we need to be. I believe. Okay. Hey, look, that's an Ashlander tent. Really? I think it's over somewhere here. Because it's south of that Dunmer ruin, right? And we're south of that Dunmer ruin, so I think this is it. But I can't find the entrance. Bloop, 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 bloop. See, there's the Azura Shrine.
Yep, I see the Azura Shrine.
Yeah.
It's hard to miss.
It is. It's quite majestic. So this, I know this is it because the Telvanni facilities that aren't like mushroom towers look like that. Maybe the entrance is. Oh, it is here. Oh, look, there's a little shrine. Right, let's take the map off. Yep, this is it.
Okay.
Let's kill these Halalu jerks. Come here, Halalu. I've got a hammer for your face. Oh, this is a trap door. Where's my unlock? Strong open. Oh, the Halalu are cowards. They summon a bunch of skeletons to do their dirty work. I see how it is, Halalu. You know what I'm gonna do?
Dila, I agree with you. All elves should die.
Dila, be quiet. Fireball. Where's your fire immolation ball? There we go. That's the one you made me make.
You should know by now I have a very anti-elf chat.
Well, they can go and forget about their anti-elf ways.
No, don't think they can.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Huh? Did you?
I'm watching on the review. Oh. Nice!
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. That flame spell is OP.
Isn't it freaking awesome? It uses so much magic, though.
Well, it's not like you don't have any.
No, I know.
Oh, it uses some of my endless reserves of MP.
Well, I am kind of at 25% magic left now.
Oh, well, actually, then it probably did use most of your reserves of
It
MP.
did.
All right.
Really? They're just
But
punching
it killed
me?
all the skeletons.
I know, wasn't that awesome? Oh, let me magic potion here. More magic potion? Where are you? Oh, I have 54 magic potions on me. Oh wait, no I don't.
Oh.
No, I only had 2 and I just used them. Whatever.
Eh.
I love it! Kill a whole army of skeletons with one spell. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, look, a dead dude. Guess the skeletons murdered her.
Really?
Yep. Wait a minute. Did they just come around in a circle? What? Hold on, what? I'm so confused right now. Oh, hi. Wow, you are...
Hello.
Okay. Alright. That happened. A Daedric Wakazashi. I'll take it.
Don't you already have one of those? We found one on the boat.
Yep, I just got another one.
Ace of Death! Sup, buddy? How are you? See, here's another one of my GMA people. So I don't know why all these other people don't know me, because the important people do. How you doing, buddy?
Apparently not all the important people, because some of the important people have an ESO guild that you know nothing about.
Well, that is true. All right, fair enough. So mad, dude. What's up, buddy?
Let's see here. Tell me what he says.
Probably that you're playing an elf, and I get it. Oh, I understand, man. I understand. What I have you in my prayers. I absolutely do.
Oh my. Do I have any magic potions left? I do.
All right, buddy. All right, man. I'll see you when you get back.
Bye, I guess.
Oh, he's going into lurk mode real quick. He has to go do something.
Oh, crap.
Can I say something that is probably the weirdest thing you've ever heard? But
we have a major issue.
Oh, we do?
I might need to resurrect this guy in the console.
Why? What?
Because I was using a fire immolation spell, and I didn't realize I was at the end of the dungeon, and I killed the guy we were supposed to save. And my journal didn't update.
See, that's the one thing I do love about Morrowind.
Right.
I was actually going to say the thing that I think is that I really love about Morrowind, and it's the weirdest thing, is I like the looting sound, the sound that it makes every time you pick something up, that weird loot noise. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. But yeah, and then I also like the fact you can kill essential NPCs. I mean, not when it happens to me, but...
Yeah, I mean... I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I don't remember how to do it, but we need to do it because there's literally no... and it's only because my spell hits everyone in the room, and it hit him, and then he attacked me. Hold on, wait. Player.place at PC.
Oh, he's looking for console convenience.
I don't have a choice here.
Well, I mean, the choice would be to go, well, guess we're not finishing that quest.
Yeah, no. It was just an accident, so...
Manslaughter's an accident, but it doesn't mean they didn't die.
Well, I have Chim, so that's... hold on.
All right. Well, this is your last NPC mulligan too. You already had your own mulligan. Now you have an NPC mulligan.
I'm not using that spell ever again. You could say goodbye to that spell.
That spell is gone. Was that my crafted spell?
That was.
Oh.
You could say goodbye to the use of that spell anymore.
Oh man. Okay, chat says as long as it's not you dying, it's okay to use console commands to bring NPCs back. All right, all right.
Yeah. We got.
I don't know. I like the natural where if you screw up, then you just locked yourself out of that quest. But apparently, I'm the lower end of this.
You
so
are.
Chat doesn't mind. Bunch of casuals.
Hold on. Place NPC at player console. Oh. What is it missing?
I think people just want to see you finish the Telvanni stuff. Hey, it's Morrowind. It's Morrowind. We will never see the end. Oh, fair enough.
I do want to finish the Telvanni stuff. That's kind of like a major thing now. Okay, it's
a major part of his character's identity.
Yeah. I'm not figuring out this console command at all right now. Because I used to do this when I was little. I would summon Vivek and Amalexia in battle mode and have them fight each other. It was a lot of fun. Morrowind for...
That'd make for a funny YouTube video.
It was a lot of fun. I did it and then I did it in the middle of Mournhold so that all the Ordinators would attack them too. was a lot of fun. Morrowind, place NPC at player command. I'm not really sure.
So while you're looking for that, I'm going to talk to chat. So I'm sort of like really addicted to ESO's antiquities system. I like maxed it out in like 3 days because I just couldn't stop doing it. I was almost late to a vet Sunspire that was set up just for me. Some of the old podcasting gang, when they found out I was back and hadn't finished vet Sunspire, they scheduled one just for me and made all their guilds showed up, and I was almost late because I was too busy looking for antiquities. So I can't help it. I really like the antiquities system.
Maybe I just need to do playset PC. Yes.
3 blessings, Sarah.
There we go. Hi. Yes. Odenerin is my home. If you wish to help me, please kill Remes Otheril, the leader of these Halalu who pester me. Feel free to kill my servants. I can usually raise them again. Also, please leave Velda Otheril to me. I do not want her damaged or altered in any way, at least not by you.
It just says, I almost quit playing the game because I hate antiquities. I'm like, wow, all right. No, I'm an antiquity lover, man. I'm all over that.
You will love it until you have to find the rarer ones, and it takes you absolutely forever to get the plans that you need.
Oh, I mean, I've already gotten.
No, I mean like the item, like the rings and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like halfway done with like the boots and one other kind.
Well, where is this?
I've gotten a lot of them so far.
Hold on. Told me to kill Rama Orthil, but to leave. So Remza Orthil. Where is Remza Orthil? I thought I killed.
Button abilities fail. Nice.
Your button.
See, I cheat a little bit. I go to Outcast's site because he has all of that stuff like already done. Like he has the list of where it is and tells you where the stuff drops. Now some of it is like, I guess, annoying, if you will, because you have to farm things, like they drop off of one monster or whatever. So I just sit there and farm it. It didn't bother me.
I have a hard time doing that for more than like 5 minutes nowadays.
No, it doesn't bother me at all.
It's only fun if I'm doing it with another person and we're hanging out.
Oh, all right.
If I'm doing it alone, then I'm like, I don't want to do this. That's just what happens to me nowadays. Like I used to be into doing all that, but can't do it anymore.
All right. No, and I mean, when I get to that point of stuff, if I'm streaming it, I'll be chatting with people. But if I'm not, I'll probably put on like a Bible podcast or a history show. So I'll listen to something while I'm doing it, and it's just kind of like my cool down spot.
Yeah, it's just like if I'm playing a game though, nowadays, because I don't spend a lot of time in video games, I'd rather be doing something that... Oh, are you who I need to kill? Well, hopefully you are. Actually, don't I have a calm spell?
Yes, you do, because we got one.
Okay, are you the person I need to kill? Ramsa. You are!
I love when they insult you. You, Enwa! How dare you? Kiss your mother with that mouth?
Get away from me. It's like calm them. Alright. Really? They resummoned? I don't feel like fighting right now. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, it's Calm Humanoid. Should really get a Calm Creature spell. Let's do Absorb Health. So annoying. Ugh! Constantly getting knocked over is annoying. Don't I have a better Absorb Health spell somewhere? Like ranged. I don't remember where it is. Ranged. I have no idea what happened to it. Oh, Vampiric Drain range. There it is.
Vampiric Drain. Oh yeah, we had a few Morrowind people when we were playing earlier who were all over that Vampiric Drain.
Isn't that great? I need more magic.
You know, or you can play Morrowind as a warrior.
We did that already. Mage is the way to go. Clearly.
Mage is so OP.
It is. That's why I love playing a mage. Really?
Chat, when you're playing Morrowind, what kind of character do you play? Warrior, thief, or mage?
You know, there's more choices than that, but okay.
Well, yeah, okay, but there's generally those three archetypes, and then you kind of mess around with it. Maybe a combination of them. You know, a battle mage is nothing but a warrior and a mage, you know, but...
Is Ramsa Othril dead? She is? Excellent. I can get on with my experiments. Since you helped me with these meddling Halalu, I might be persuaded to share the results of my research. Yes, I'd love that. Scrolls of summoning are, without exception, based on the law of similarity, as you must know, while others are parts of the creature, such as Daedra skin for summoning Daedra. I have developed a new method based on a recovered Dwemer machine. My scrolls only have an image of the Daedra, which works almost as well as the Daedra skin or heart, and at a fraction of the cost. Yes, quite. Well, why not take a sample of these new scrolls and examine them yourself? Now, if you will excuse me, I really must get back to work now. So he has these unique scrolls to summon Daedra, which are half the cost of normal scrolls. Which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. So let's do a recall.
I see chat. Casual murder, only in Morrowind.
Casual murder.
Oh, she's dead. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Take these scrolls for your service to me.
He acts like you went down to the grocery store and picked him up a gallon of milk. You know?
Yeah. It's great. All right, let's go to. Can we go to Balmora? Or actually, no. We're gonna. What am I doing? We're gonna go to Sadrith Mora, and then walk over to the boat. Oopsie. I wish that I could have multiple. I need to sleep actually. Once we pick up this new quest from Aryan, we'll take a sleepy pie.
Get a level. Yeah.
And then keep going. Because I don't want to gain too many levels. That will be bad for my level progression.
Why is that?
Because if you gain a level on top of another level, you don't get any bonuses to your stats in that second level.
Oh, you mean like where it goes 2x, 3x
Yep.
kind of stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then the second one is just where do you want the point?
Yeah, it's just
All
1
right.
point for each thing, which sucks. So you have to be careful not to level up too much in one go. All right, we're going to go to Telmora.
Speak, traveler.
Speak, traveler.
Speak,
Boss.
traveler, you are a friend. Enwa.
I mean, no. She's not going to call me an Enwa. I love how many magical effects I have on my character if you look at the bottom of the screen.
I know. It's crazy. You got way too many magical.
It's freaking great. I love it. It's hard to get to that point, but, you know, you just spend a bunch of time selling stuff and buying stuff and making potions and get stupid amounts of money and then go for it. I don't recommend you play that way, but I wanted to because I want this character to succeed.
I agree, Proft. Very OP.
It's extremely OP, and I love it. It's what makes being a mage in Morrowind so great. It's like, I don't even need God mode. I am in God mode with my magical effects. I have become a god. You dare challenge a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm more of a god than Degathur. Alright. Let's go speak to Master Aryan. We've done the task. Give me advancement? No, you need more chores. One of our fellow Tovani, Millen Ferrum, is being... I already did that. Oh. Yes, Millen Ferrum sent me a message who spoke highly of you. Perhaps the whole Alu will not be so hasty to oppose us next time. Why not take this book? It shows one of the many uses of illusions. I have been researching how to make a staff of hunger. It's not quite perfected, but perhaps you could find some use for it. Incident in Necrum has been added to your inventory. That's a good book, actually. And the Silver Staff of Hunger added. Advancement? Okay, more chores. Thanks to the recent agreements with House Hlalu, we have a chance of passing a resolution which would overturn the Mages Guild's monopoly. Ah, okay. According to one interpretation of the armistice, only the Mages Guild can officially offer spells and training to non-members. Speak to the House Redoran counselors in Aldrune. If you can convince at least 3 counselors, we will have enough support in the Grand Council. I would start with Athean Sarethi, as he seems to be the most open-minded. So we gotta go talk to some politicians.
Are we gonna kill them all?
No. We have to convince them to be on our side so we can have support in the council to overturn the Mages Guild's monopoly. Did you not listen?
But they're politicians.
Dude, we need their help.
Can we kill them after?
No. Because they need to go and do the thing for us. If we kill them, they won't be able to go and do the thing for us.
All right.
Now, I didn't level up. Oh, I did, damn it.
2 times?
Yeah, it sucks. See what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm at 100 intelligence now.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah. Willpower, luck. All right. Always want to put some points into luck because it governs a lot of different things. Your ability to cast spells and
Yeah.
things like that. It actually has communicable like effects on gameplay as we're like in Fallout. Like who freaking knows? Vivek, Guild of Mages. We're going to
Thanks for the bits, Stabby.
Aldrin.
So Stabby just donated 300 bits saying kill the elf. Love the streams and YouTube.
It's not going to happen.
Well, enjoy the new helmet.
Alright, so we're in Alderaan. Welcome to Alderaan, everyone. I don't think we've been to Alderaan on the streams yet. Like, really.
Really?
Yeah. This is the giant crab.
Oh, yep. Yep.
During the Oblivion Crisis, it actually awakens and fights Daedra. Isn't that fun? Like, this building awakens and then starts fighting off Daedra in this. Wouldn't it be so cool to see the Oblivion Crisis in Morrowind? It'd be so cool. I want that in my life. All right.
Issue with the 100 bits and the crying face. I always think it's weird because the crying face literally is Bible thump. Why is it crying?
I don't know. Maybe they've realized that they're a horrible, horrible person. And they're all sad.
Well, it's Twitch, so it makes sense. But I don't know why they call it Bible thump as the emote for the crying face, but they do. But thank you for the bits, Isha. You rock. You should now have a new helm too. I think you get. What is it? Is it your first bit gets you a bronze, and I think it's 100 unlocks these. Yeah, 100 unlocks the Silver Templar helm. So you are arming yourself up. You got a nice, pretty helm. All the people in my chat are part of my shield wall, so subs get shields and bit guys get helms. Hey, look at Isha with that Templar helm, looking good.
You are not. Okay.
In Nox Signo Visas, yeah, in this sign conquer.
This gets a bit annoying.
I need Ika here for that. Where's Ika?
Oh, we're back at the.
Back.
I get more
so
lost.
Confusing.
I get more lost in Alderaan than I do in Vivek.
Really?
Yeah. Are you a person who has? No. No. I could totally steal all of his books. Woo! But I don't care enough. What about over here? Nope, that's the entrance. Okay, is this a counselor? I'm sorry, I don't recall inviting you into my home, Outlander. Do you have business with my husband, Goras? Or are you simply in the habit of calling on people unannounced? He'll prove a fine guide if you require directions to an inn. He has devoted himself to little else since... I'm sorry, I don't wish to pry. Very well. If there is nothing else, I really must return my attention to the lessons of the god poet. Walk always in the presence of our Lord, Undil.
Speak, traveler.
She's a Vivekite. All right. A Vivekite indeed. Galsa? Are you a counselor?
Well, we clearly know all of those are following false prophets, because clearly only Talos is the important one.
Except for the fact that Talos and Vivek are pretty much equals.
Vivek is a false.
Not according to
I'm
Talos
sure
himself.
There's pamphlets all over the place.
Not according to Talos himself.
No.
Talos himself saw him as an equal. Go read the in-game lore books.
I don't believe it.
I don't care what you believe. I care what the book says.
It's wrong.
Nope. Because it's written from a third-party perspective who peeked in on the meeting between Talos and Vivek. And saw them basically sit down across from the table from each other and say, yeah, I know who you are and you know who I am, so what are we going to do?
What are we gonna do about this? Fight!
Nope. They basically were like, all right, this is what we're going to do. And they both agreed upon the exact terms that made sense for the story of the world, essentially, because they both are chimsters.
Chimsters. That would be a fun name for an ESO guild.
Chimsters.
Chimsters.
Except, like, in ESO you can't do chim, so there's no console. You can't do chim. The only people who could be in the Chimsters Guild are, like, those who are developers of the game.
Well,
Chimsters.
It's actually really funny. Way back in the day, and I do mean way back in the day, back when the game was still in alpha and under NDA, those of us who were invited to play early were all part of this very specific guild called the Psijic Order.
I wasn't.
It was a developer-led guild and everything, and it was the Psijic Order.
I was in the beta for like a year. I never
got
invited to a
alpha.
guild.
This was alpha.
Ah.
Yeah. No, by the time beta came around, it was already gone.
Wait,
This
was
like the alpha testers?
Because I was in the I don't know if it was the alpha or the beta because I was in it for a year.
I don't remember. I know beta went for a while, but
yeah, I was in
this
it
was
basically a year before launch.
2012?
Well, when did it launch? 2014?
2014, yeah.
I have no idea where to find these people. Help me.
All right, who are we looking for?
Oh, look for this dude. Arhan Serethi. Do you see the name?
Yep.
Can I exit the journal now?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to elderscrolls.fandom. Stupid Google in your priority search. We're
Has
going
requested
to the
any
unofficial
vampire
Elder
hunter
Scrolls
come
pages.
see her about. Oh, apparently someone wants a vampire hunter.
All right, so it says he can be found in Aldrune in the Sarathi Manor in the Manor District.
Sarathi Manor. Got it.
In the Manor District.
Yeah, I'm in the Manor District. Sarathi Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ah, here he is. Leave. Yep. Ah.
Isha, area sriracha. It's not a sauce. We don't put this in ramen, okay?
Mages Guild Monopoly. I do not trust you. I don't even like you. Why should I listen to you, Telvani?
Speak, traveler.
Because here's 1,000 gold. And here's 1,000 more gold.
That's a very valid point.
Yep, he thinks.
Help you.
Well, here's 2,000 gold. That's why.
Okay.
And then he's like, okay, yeah. And he even says, look at what he says. Yes, I see your point.
Yeah, makes sense.
The Mages Guild Monopoly is unfair. I will support this resolution to overturn the Mages Guild Monopoly. Perhaps you could convince the other counselors with an appeal to fairness. Or just money.
Or just, yeah, it's probably
Who would
gonna come
never
down
support
to-
this resolution. Appeal to fairness. You may be able to convince the other counselors if you use an appeal to fairness. House Redoran does not approve of all that House Telvanni does, but we are proud of our record of just and fair dealings with the other great houses. The other counselors may be easier to persuade if you take this approach. Bulman Venom. Let me tell you a true story that may help you understand our Archmaster better. Once, long before he became the head of our house, Bulden Venom was sent to Skyrim to deliver a message to the Nords. During the course of reciting this communication, he was set upon by a fierce dog. Some of the Nords released it upon him to test his poise and fortitude. Contrary to their expectations, Bulvin unflinchingly caught the dog by the throat and with his right hand while continuing to deliver the message to the Nords. Well, so he was holding the dog by the throat in his right hand and just continued to talk. He listened attentively to the Nord's reply, gave the slightest of bows in acknowledgement, and as he was turning to take his leave of them, he drove the dog's head into the ground. The dog died there, bleeding from its eyes, nose, and mouth. To this, Bolvin offered a contemptuous glance and resolutely left. Some of the Nords even thumped the hilt of their weapon against the ground out of respect for his feet. Bolvin never looked back. He is a strong leader, and he's done great things for House Redoran. How can I explain the hold he has over the hearers of the Redoran people? He brought us back from the brink and restored our pride. As head of the council here in Aldrune, he oversees the expansion of the House Holding in Vvardenfell. He is a natural leader, born to rule. One only wishes he was just and compassionate as well as strong and brave. Right. Pretty interesting story, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So we need to go talk to the guy who impressed the Nords, apparently, so much that they beat their swords against the ground as a sign of respect for him. Which is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool thing. You see what I'm like when we talk about Elder Scrolls lore? Like, Morrowind builds out lore for a lot of different other people groups in the series.
Right.
And the sad thing that happened was that they just kind of ignored all of that. You know, like, essentially, when they developed Oblivion and Skyrim. And
didn't we get the Variety of Faiths books? Didn't they originally come from Morrowind?
Variety of Faiths?
Yeah. There's a series of books you can find in ESO, but I thought they first appeared in Morrowind. They were called Variety of Faith. It was a series of books, and it looked at the faith, the religious faith of each group. You know, Varieties of Faith Nords talked about the Nordic pantheon. You know,
I don't think it was called Varieties of Faith. I think there were books in Morrowind about different religions and faiths. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it built out the Stun, the Kine, etc., etc.
Yeah.
You know, and said, you know, it's pretty much the 9 divines except for, you know, different Nordic names.
Can you look up where Bolvin Venom is?
Bolvin Venom.
Not Venom. Not Venom.
Oh, Venom.
Venom. Venim.
He's currently the Archmaster of House Redoran. He can be found in the Venom Manor in Aldrune with his wife, Hilvina Venom.
Let's see if we can't find that Venom Manor, shall we?
Yeah.
That's the council house. Can I do it? No, I can't. That was a fail. What is this here?
I'm still stuck on Isha and the fact that she wants to add that last guy into a sriracha sauce. I'm sort of agreeing with her. I think he'd go really well in some ramen.
Venom Manor. Well, I'm having a hard time finding this Venom Manor. Must say. Sarathi. Ramoran. Venom.
Let's hear it.
Move. Move, Mr. Man. But yeah, like, so in terms of the lore, there's a lot of really cool Nord lore about, like, how they operated some of their, oh, here it is, some of their, like, culture and practices. Not just the religion, but the culture and the practices that they had. By the time you get to Skyrim, like, all of that's stripped away. You know, which is really disappointing. Quite disappointing. But that's why I'm excited about, this project. That's building a Skyrim. This is the Reach, I believe.
Yeah.
It's building Skyrim in Morrowind in the Third Era, like with all of the lore intact. So it's a completely different version of Skyrim than what you've experienced. Perhaps we'll go there in one of our with one of our characters, just so you can see it. That would be cool, huh?
It would be awesome, actually.
Oh, here he is. Unless you have some important business to discuss, Outlander, I suggest you leave. Actually, I have an appeal to fairness. No, the law is undeniably fair. Okay. Here's some gold. Here's some more gold.
Yeah.
Here's even more gold. Hey, take more. I just gave you 4,000 gold.
And he's still not accepting it?
No, hold on. No!
How
I would
much
never
gold
support
did you
that.
give him?
I give him 5,000 gold. Here, have 5,000 gold. What?
Man, he's a paragon of virtue right there. You can't bribe that man. I mean, he took the gold, but he's not... definitely not helping you. So he would never support such a law.
I thought maybe I could convince him with massive amounts of gold. Also, check it out. He has a full suit of ebony armor.
Well,
Pretty impressive.
That's probably why. If he can afford a full suit of ebony armor, that's nothing. That's.
I was like, oh, thank you for the 5,000 gold. I'm gonna take that and abscond with it.
I'm gonna take it. How dare you offer it to me? But
I'll take it, and then I won't help you in any way, shape, or form.
yeah.
So we got to meet the Paragon of Virtue, apparently.
I mean, arguably speaking, a paragon of virtue would have just flatly refused you.
Well, no, they don't have
taken it.
They don't have a system in the game for that to be possible.
No, and I get that, but I'm just saying, like a paragon. I get mechanically, all right, sure, but
yeah,
paragon of virtue wouldn't have taken your money. He would have.
Well, maybe I was just being nice. Maybe I wasn't bribing him. Maybe I was just like,
oh, is this
hey, here,
is this the
gold.
whole, the cop thing? Are you engaging in prostitution? No, I'm just buying her a $500 coffee, and then we see how it goes.
I mean, no, because
he just charges you to, ask his question each time.
You must explain why you have come here, and quickly. No speeches or excuses. Use your words with care, for I am a counselor of House Redoran, and a very busy man with duties and responsibilities. I am not one to stand about idly while others chatter on and on about the most trivial of subjects. Okay.
Now I can't handle it, but I remember years ago when I used to watch Family. I don't watch it anymore, but there was a funny scene with a prostitute where a guy pays her, and then the cops break down the door and they go, "You're under arrest because solicitation is illegal." He goes, but I'm not buying the prostitute. I'm recording it. It's porn. And the cop goes, "Oh, well, I guess if you record it, you're right. That's not." And I'm like, wow. It just how messed up the law is. Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what I mean? He's like, well, no, I'm paying her to record it. So therefore it's porn and legal. It's like, I don't know. Sorry.
That's such a weird story. Mages Guild Monopoly. No, why would I aid the Telvanni? Get out of my manor. No, I'll just give you some gold. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Here, take it. Here, take 3,000 gold. My speech pass. Sharing is good, Undil. I like sharing. All right. Why don't you share your support? Because I just gave you 3,000 gold. Oh, here we go. In appeal to fairness. In the course of events, it is sometimes necessary to put aside the childish notions of allies and enemies and focus instead on a debate in which proportions are considered, based only upon their merits. This indeed is one of those times, and you have defended your position well, answering all of my concerns. I therefore shall support the revocation of the Mages Guild monopoly, lest history look upon my actions with a baleful eye and claim that I allowed expediency to overwhelm principle. All right. So we got a second counselor. We just need to get a third counselor, and then we're done. After we get the third counselor. That's the wrong door. That's also the wrong door. Wait, where the heck is the... Oh, here it is. Right, just one more counselor is needed. So, we'll head over to, I think, the manor that we didn't go to is, yes, Lelthrilli Manor. We did not come in here, so perhaps the counselor in here will support our endeavor to change the law about the Mages Guild's monopoly. I think it'd be back here. This is the woman. Is the woman?
Is that the wife?
I'm not sure. Oh, I don't care about your vampire hunter business. I want to talk to your husband.
Come on, I haven't got all day to stand around and talk to you.
That's your son.
Speak, traveler.
No. No, 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 no. Where is he?
Let's speak, traveler.
He's got to be in there. Somewhere.
Well, he's not in his bedroom with his wife. It's weird. I'm not sure. Guards' quarters. I love this music, though. Maybe he's in the private quarters. Ah! Yes. Appeal to fairness. You have shown that you understand us, Undil, and I will support this resolution. Perfect! I think I got all three I need. Right, I needed 3. Yep. That's right. Okay. Let's do a recall. Recall! I love recall, mark and recall. They're totally awesome.
Sure does make for much shorter time.
Yes, it does. All right, we're going back to where? Wait, where were we? Yeah, Sigrid Mora. I wish I could mark and recall multiple locations, though. That'd be awesome.
Let's get this over.
Can mark and recall my house and mark and recall the quest giver location. That'd be great.
Kind of reminds me of the old Ultima Online rune book.
What's that?
Where you literally had a rune, a book where you could mark runes and put it into a book. You could have like 80 locations saved across the world.
Oh, I love it. Yes, I would do that. All right. So, Telmora. Fast travel is so quick in this game when you know the locations.
Mm-hmm.
Like people complain about there being no fast travel. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no fast travel.
Are you doing the Michael Jackson thing still with just one glove?
What do you mean? Oh, no, I just don't have another glove. But, I mean, I guess you could see it that way.
You should craft a spell called Moonwalk that sends you backwards.
I don't think that's a thing.
You have to put pushback on it.
That's not an effect. I mean, I could always just literally walk backwards.
Ooh, yeah. Michael Jackson voice.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Have I made you happy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. There it is. Where are we now? Coming over here. All right, Mr. Aryan, we've completed your task.
Oh, thank you for completing my task. Now here's 800 more.
All right, let's see. Mages. What's the topic? Mages. There we go. According to one interpretation... Wait, I've already... Okay, hold on. You have convinced at least 3 counselors. This deserves a reward. Perhaps you could use this glove. I enchanted it myself many years ago. Aryan's Dominator has been added.
That's great timing.
That is great timing. Okay, advancement? Not yet. You need more chores. Okay. There is another Telvanni in trouble. I do not normally interfere with these matters, but I have taken an interest in this one. I need someone to stop the Redoran attack on Favis Andaris in Shishi. Several Redoran have infiltrated Shishi, and the Telvanni Favis Andaris has gone into hiding. Shishi is a Velothi tower in the middle of the Foyad Bani Dad, northwest of Margan. Leave Margan, go east past the Silt Strider, then follow the Foyada north and west. If you cannot find Favis Andaris, look for a skull on a desk, which opens a door to a secret storage space. Okay. Let's check out the glove.
The glove.
Let's see here. Is this a right or a left glove? I can't tell. Let's see. I'm wearing this glove, so does it unequip it? Yes, it does. I like my glove more, but this has command creature and command humanoid on it. So that's not a bad effect. Not a bad effect at all. Let's go and help this Telvanni. Actually, we'll do it by recalling, as we normally do, to make things much, much faster. So we're headed to Margan, which means we need to go to Aldrun, which is very easy to do, because there's a Mages Guild in Aldrun. So, Aldrun. And then from Aldrun, we can travel to Margan. I have such an extensive knowledge of the travel network on Vvardenfell, it's scary.
You have a hard time telling the Uber driver where your house is, but I can get all over Vvardenfell.
I mean, it's not exactly true, but so they said north.
I've been on the phone with you a few times. I think it's up here a little further. Yeah, but if I take this Silt Strider and then jump off here.
I mean, I don't think.
Do you honestly want to say you don't know the fast travel system of Morrowind better than you know the way back to your house?
I mean, I know the way back to my house pretty good, I feel.
Just not as well as Morrowind.
Well, I know. Let me put it this way. I know how to get around Morrowind better than I know how to get around literally anywhere. So, if I cannot find... let's see.
You should just open up Morrowind taxi service. I can get you anywhere faster than anyone else.
East of the Silt Strider. So that would be...
I can make the Vivek City run in 12 parsecs.
That's not
I just
a thing.
Made everyone just cry a little bit.
Just cringe on the inside.
If you're an Elder Scrolls fan, you cringed. If you're a Star Wars fan, you cringed.
If you're both, you cringed even more.
Yup.
Okay, so he said to go east of the Silt Strider, which is that. So this way. And then he said to go follow the Fjord northwest. So we need to go this way.
Isha wants ramen. I could go for some ramen too.
So look for a Velothi Tower. You know what Velothi Towers look like, right?
Yep.
Okay. Keep your eye out. It's kind of hard to see in this nighttime.
Yeah, maybe you should wait till day.
I mean, I could do that. There we go.
Still, I don't see anything still. It went from gray to slightly lighter gray. Have you thought about levitating up in the air and then being...
I mean, I could do that, but it's just... Levitation is so slow.
Bird's eye view. Still don't see anything. There's the ghost fence.
Yep, you like that? Just a bunch of Dwimmer ruins.
Yeah. There's a cliff racer.
Yep, as always.
Oh, Jube, where are you?
The Scourge of Morrowind. See how slow you move with levitate?
Yeah, but at least, you know, you could see.
I think it's probably a bit far this direction. That would be my guess. I'm gonna go back to the ground because I don't want to fall. I don't think I would die, but I'm not going to take the chance.
I tricked you into it.
I know that's what you were trying to do, but I'm not going to let it work.
Actually, it legitimately wasn't. It was just easier.
All right. Move way too slow with levitate. I need to get a better levitate spell at some point. Bye-bye, Nick Sound. We're going northwest, right? Yeah, this is northwest.
Yeah.
Nope, that is a cave.
A cave? We are not finding what we need, are we?
No. Maybe it'll be over these hills. Over the mountains and through the hills to grandmother's house we go.
Could you imagine doing all this on foot?
I mean, I am. Do you mean like in real life?
No, I meant without levitation and walking.
Yeah.
I mean, you're at the top of the hill now, but you would have had to walk all the way to the top of the hill otherwise.
I don't see a Velothi Tower down there.
I don't either.
It should be in this region, I think. Because that's a different... You can tell that's, Gracelands, and this is Ashlands. I like the transition. The transition makes sense, right? Because, like, look down there. Like, it actually works.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Try playing more Oblivion and it doesn't look good at all. So that's a Dwemer, or that's a Daedric Ruin over there. I think it would be over in that region. I think it would be in this region. God, I hate cliff racers. They're such nuisances.
St. Jude!
I seriously am surprised that someone hasn't created a mod to just remove all cliff racers from the game.
Probably Bethesda. They're like, this is the one thing people hate. Make sure it can never be removed. Like if anyone tried, it like crashes the game, you know?
I'm sure there's a way,
I could see Bethesda doing that just to troll people.
They knew it was going to be annoying.
Remove cliff racers. It like deletes System 32.
You're silly. That's a cool Daedric Ruin, by the way, but we're not going there right now.
Aww.
I know. I need to find this place. I'm so confused as to where it is. Maybe it's that way. Maybe it's down that path. You see that path?
Yeah.
Maybe it's down that path. I mean, you could always just look it up, too.
I could. We'll check the path.
Yeah. Oh god, now I'm being attacked by stupid bandits.
Better than cliff racers, I guess.
No, they have more health.
Yeah. Ooh, I like their armor.
All the Morrowind armor is cool.
Makes everything look like bugs.
And you're an idiot who's not even wearing any armor. Calling me stupid?
You Enwa!
Alright. No, I'm not looting them because they have nothing of value.
Really?
Yeah. None of their armor is valuable at all. Not for this character, anyways. Maybe for a low-level character. But this is not a low-level character. Ah!
Fair, no.
I think
Found it!
I think this is it. It was hidden in the hills. Shishi! Here we are. Uh-oh. A dead person. Another dead person. Oh, an actual rhetoric, not coward skeletons. Oh, and you're using what seems to be a pretty powerful sword too. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Because oh, you know, I should probably be practicing my summon spells.
Yeah. Have you used them? I think you've used them, what, once?
I like summoning things, but... Really? What the heck? Okay, this is why I don't use them. I need to go practice them more. Alright, let's do magic potion.
Swit.
And now you're dead. What was that? A steel viper sword. Okay. Not too bad.
Would it have a poison on it?
Yeah. There's a poison. Oh, look at you. More veterans. This is why every Telvanni lord should erect their own skeletal army. / undead army / Daedra army / Dwemer robots.
/ Dwemer robots.
As instructed, a party of 5 entered the Valathi Tower of Shishi. 5 Telvanni sorcerers fell, and the tower is now ours. But we have suffered heavy losses. We will hold Shishi as long as we can and await your orders. Berman Selas. Oh. That person's dead. What am I supposed to be doing here? Favas Anderis. Is Favas Anderis dead? Or is he just hiding away somewhere? I think
hiding away.
Probably hiding away somewhere. Okay, so they killed all of his assistants and he let all of them die. Which is what I would do too. If I were him.
Why?
What?
Why would you let them all die?
Because I'm a Telvanni.
You are a high elf, so it makes sense.
I would just be like, yeah, no, their lives are not as important as my life. So they get to die. I am, after all, a great Telvanni lord. At that point, anyways.
Right.
So, they must essentially all die for me. That's how this works. Okay, I'm not finding him, though. I don't know where he would be. And I didn't find his dead body either, I don't think. No. I'm not sure what to do.
Should I look him up?
Wait a minute. Favas Andas. Yeah, I didn't find him in here at all. Well, maybe that's all I needed to do? Is kill those dudes? Because he's not in here. Well, we know where it is anyways. It's right up here, so...
Yeah, so I guess if we have to go back, we can.
Let's do a recall. All right. Get back to Master Aryan. Turn this bad boy in. Doopy 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 doo. What's that? Did the
I'm
chat say anything?
Here last thing was, I want ramen. That's where we're at.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, because the one guy's name, Aryan Sriracha, or Srirachi sounded like Sriracha, and I said, hey, he doesn't go in ramen, and then it became well, he could, and now we're hungry for ramen.
All right, then.
So a very circular argument all the way back to the elf name that sounded like he belonged in a bottle.
That's literally all they're talking about is ramen.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. Nope. That's the quality of chat.
Apparently.
I mean, it probably doesn't help. I'm supporting it wholeheartedly because I could really go for ramen right now, even though I'm trying to diet. But you know how that goes. You know, I actually said this like last week. I need to go on a diet. I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna start a diet. I walk into work. Someone brought Krispy Kreme donuts. I ate 4 of them.
You can't control yourself.
Nope.
Because it's not like you're not an adult and you can just go get Krispy Kremes anytime you want. So when someone brings them, there's no reason why you need to eat them. You could get them if you really wanted to. So that's not an excuse. I mean, if you were like, I don't know, in college or something at college age, I might understand that a little bit more because maybe you can't go and get Krispy Kremes on your own. I don't know. But you totally can. So no excuses.
I could, but
I'm glad to hear that Favis Andus is safe. Is he? I didn't find him, but all right. Perhaps this will keep House Redderin from making any other unwise decisions. Vvardenfell has plenty of land for all 3 great houses. I have prepared you a silver staff of war as a traditional gift of House Telvanni. You are qualified for wizard, but you must first build a strong... Oh, it's time! It's time!
Are we finally close?
The time has arrived! We're building a stronghold now!
Okay.
All right. For matters regarding your tower, you should speak to Lamanula Halin in the Telvanni Council House in Seydwith Mora. She's in the Hermitage at the Calmany Council House. Let's do it, man!
Let's do it!
This is exciting! We're getting our manor! This is where it gets really interesting. Because once we build our manor, and then do a few more quests, we will arrive to the rank where we get to challenge the current head of House Telvanni for his position, and become the head of House Telvanni, and then do all of the fascinating quests that are actually like lore intensive and awesome.
Not the random go fetch quest.
Yep.
Yeah, I got you.
But the building of the tower is a lot of fun too. You're gonna see. It's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, because we're gonna get our own mushroom tower. Yes. How exciting is that? Our own mushroom tower. Travel back to Telroom.
What kind of mushroom? Is it like a shiitake mushroom?
What do you mean,
because
what kind of mushroom?
Tasty.
What does that even mean?
Mushrooms are tasty.
Water walking. It's the kind of mushroom you've been seeing this whole time. Water walking.
I know, but if I were a Telvanni wizard, I would grow my own mushrooms.
You can.
Like giant portobello, and then I would eat it.
No, you're living in it, you silly
Well, I mean,
goose.
eventually you would get tired of it and want to renovate, so you could chop part of it off and eat it.
Okay, silly goose.
And now Isha has ramen, and I bet you it has shiitake mushrooms in it, and that would be amazing.
You're just, like, hungry, apparently.
I really am.
I'm trying to not eat a lot today, so stop talking about food.
I only had 1,500 calories today.
I've only had, like, 700.
All right, so let's split the difference and each get something.
No. No more food. I'm trying to avoid it. Gonna watch.
Has ramen. Oh, it does have shiitake mushrooms in it. Well, see, now I'm really hungry. And now Telvanni wizards get towers that they can eat.
They don't eat them.
You don't know that.
You know you can grow your own, like, smaller mushrooms you can eat. You don't have to eat the place that you live.
You know, what happens if you want to clear out a new room, like a new alchemy room? You're going to clear out all that area and go, what am I going to do with this?
It's called magic.
You eat it.
No, magic. You know they're magical mushrooms, right? They're not just average mushrooms.
Yeah, pruning. You prune them, and then you eat what you prune.
Okay. Yeah, you're really going to eat that.
Hey, chat's saying pruning, so...
Chat doesn't know how Telvanni mushrooms work.
All I know is it looks delicious.
This looks delicious.
Hey, if I were to go to war with Telvanni, I'd just bring an army of hobbits.
They would murder them instantaneously.
Mushrooms. No, they would go into a frenzy over mushrooms.
All right. We can go down here. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This is where it gets really fun.
So I keep seeing these advertisements on like Instagram and whatnot. Albeit all I follow on Instagram is people who make swords.
Now, before you talk about that, we're about to go talk to someone. So.
Well, I was going to talk about more mushrooms.
Yeah, just wait. But look at this area. This is a cool area. All right, this is the lady we have to talk to.
They are woody due to magic fertilizer. All right.
Are you here to discuss your stronghold? Yes, I can build you a tower of your own, spell right? First, you must acquire a construction contract from Duke Vvardenfell. Then you bring me 2 strong souls to form the foundations of your stronghold. Construction contract? House Telvanni has expanded too quickly. We have allowed our young and ambitious to build unauthorized bases all across Vvardenfell. To avoid trouble with the Grand Council, you should make your stronghold official. Only Duke Vvardenfell in Ebonheart can issue a construction contract. Strong souls? Here, take these grand soul gems. Fill them with the souls of a suitable Daedra. The best souls to use are Store Matronox, but more powerful Daedra, such as Winged Twilights and Golden Saints, will work as well. Alright, so we need to go talk to Duke Dren. Now go ahead and talk about your mushrooms.
You're dealing with Daedra souls in order to build your stuff?
Yeah, we need...
Clearly, it's a problem.
We need Daedra souls. Yep. Levitate. No, recall. There we go. Actually, I think I might already have 2 Daedra souls. Hold on, let's look. The Golden Saint soul gem. Don't I have another Golden Saint soul gem? I thought I had another Golden Saint soul gem somewhere.
I do agree. Winged Twilight soul really would affect the taste of a mushroom.
You guys are silly. Why? Why Winged Twilight?
Because all Daedra are just gross.
Okay. Or not, because, you know, Winged Twilights come from Azura, and they're actually, like, considered good Daedra.
So, we had this discussion the other night about ESO and the storytelling and where they're going with stuff. And how Meridia is being like set up as this going crazy bad guy, and I was like, spoiler alert, Knights of the Nine in Oblivion, she pretty much is the bad guy. But I said, I bet you Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna do this. Azura is gonna gather everyone together, and then she's gonna commit mass genocide. She's gonna go insane, kill everybody.
I wonder if where's my luck potions? Hold on. Fortify luck. Here we go. I have an idea. Do I have a summon Golden Saint? I do. Do I have a... Oh, I have the... Perfect. Let's do this. Oh, she gave me greater soul gems. Or did she give me grand soul gems? She gave me grand. Alright, I'm going to put these away. I have an idea, Jealous.
Alright, what are we doing?
Where's my Moloch Ball mace? Where did I put my Moloch Ball mace? That's the piece that we need. We need the Moloch Ball mace. What did I do with it?
It's there somewhere.
Maybe I put it in my other house.
Are you sure? I thought it was there.
Might have put it in here. Nope, I put it in here. Perfect. Okay, so Moloch Ball Mace. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to drink a bunch of luck potions.
All right.
Look at what our luck is at. Why is there intelligence damage? Hopefully that'll allow us to summon the Golden Saint. Well, wait, did she say a Winged Twilight would be good enough? Yeah. Hold on. Why is it at 0? I need... What is damaging my intelligence? What's going on?
Is it the glove?
I don't seem to have any debuffs on me. Do I have a cure common disease? I could try that. Oh, I don't. I need to go back to my old house. I just wasted those luck potions. So my thought is, I use the luck potions and potentially some intelligence potions. I need to restore my intelligence first, though. Oh, fortify willpower would be good, too. Restore intelligence. I don't care.
You don't have any disease or anything that's caused again? Like,
I just restored my intelligence.
yeah, but what caused it to go down in the first place?
Okay.
That's the bigger question.
I don't know, but right now I just want to... Damn it! Fortified intelligence. There we go. But I need the... Okay. I have a ton of... I should not have any issues. Hold on, let me... It was fortify. Fortify intelligence. Just one? No, I've got to have more fortify intelligence potions than that. Fortify strength, fortify intelligence. I'm at 128 intelligence. I should be able to... Why am I at 0? What is going on?
Is any of your armor cursed?
What does that mean?
Like, would it have a debuff on it?
No, I have no debuffs. And besides, it doesn't matter. Look at my stats. 128 intelligence, 243 luck. Let me... Fortify willpower too, just in case. Oh, damn it. Where's my magic? Potions. I know I have some more magic. Where did I put them? So I'll restore health. Here we go. It should just be automatically summoning. With everything I just did. There shouldn't be any reason why it shouldn't summon.
I don't ever play a caster, so I don't know.
I do know. And this shouldn't be happening. With the stats how I have them right now. I guess I could make some Fortify Conjuration potions, maybe. And then that would increase my chance. There we go. Okay. Now. Alright, did it fill the soul gem? Huh! I guess I can't do that.
So now we have to go find one.
I've been able to do that before. Maybe. Maybe. But I know just where to go.
Okay.
Since we were just in Margan, I'll go to Alderun. And I'll go to Margan because there's some Daedra ruins we haven't been to there. So we'll go there and we'll see about finding out. Is my thing... My thing is almost out of charge, so I don't want to use that. Use this Daedric Wakazashi. And then we will, with the last hit, we will hit it. We just need one soul. That's all we need.
Okay.
We don't need two. I already have one. Margan. There we go. Because over here, there was Dunmer, Daedric Ruin on the other side of this mountain. So that is where we will go.
All right.
Because I've been able to do that, but oh, you know what it might have been? There's these scrolls of summoning Daedra, right. Which every time you read them, a wild Daedra summons and attacks you. That's what I used to do to get souls. But I can't get that until I get to be the head of the Telvanni and do some more quests in the as the head of House Telvanni. Daedric Wakazashi for the win. See, here it is.
Okay.
Now we just need to get lucky. And they need to have one of the higher level Daedra at this place. Ah! Exactly what I need. Getting knocked down constantly is annoying.
Yeah.
Just need one of your souls and then I'll leave. Here's what I'll do. I'll tell you what. Vampiric Drain, and then I'll equip the mace. Where are you? Come on, die. Come on. No. I need you to die in like 30 seconds. Did I get it? Did I get it? Damn it!
I have to do it again?
I can't. Alright, I'll leave. I don't want to kill another one of these Daedra without the mace. Charge. Oh, I do have a little bit of charge. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill everything except the Dremora.
Okay.
Okay, you're the only one left now, right? Okay, okay. I'm afraid if I hit it, it'll die. I need to time this just right, because I only have one charge.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, crap.
What?
This doesn't do souls. I was wrong. I thought the Mason Moloch Ball did souls, but it doesn't do souls. Farty Poo Pants. Do I have a spell? For...
You bought most of them, didn't you?
Not for doing soul traps. I can't remember what soul trap is even called in Morrowind. Right now. It's not called Soul Trap, I know that. Well, I don't really know what to do. I thought I thought the Mason Moloch Ball had the enchantment on it, but I guess in a previous playthrough I must have downloaded a mod that changed the Mason Moloch Ball to be what it was in later games. Oh! Perfect. Actually, I do have a soul trap item. There we go! Got it! Wait, what? Damn it!
It didn't.
Wrong soul gem.
You had a soul gem item, but then wrong soul gem.
Alright. I need to go inside this room and find another one. You're not a Daedra. Oh, cursed items. Yes, give me a cursed Dremora summon. There we go. Okay. Daedric Wakazashi. Wait, I'll kill you first. Stop running towards that lady. Alright. Just need to get his health down. Okay. Where's the soul trap? There it is. Okay, did I get it? I did. Perfect. We did it. Actually, since we're here.
We did it.
Let's murder this dude. Yeah. He over-encumbered me. Jerk. It'll wear off eventually. There it is.
Eventually.
Glass War Axe, Imperial Silver Cuirass. I don't care enough. Let's do our unlock. Wild Open. Legions of the Dead. What a nice sounding book. The Book of Lesser Data. Ooh, I think this is one of those books I was talking about, actually.
Right.
Potentially. Darkest Darkness. Who doesn't like the Darkest Darkness? Small chest. And there's a soul gem. With a Bone Lord's soul in it. Not too shabby. That was close. I don't know if you saw that.
No, what?
But if I didn't have health potions on, I might have died there.
Oh, man! Well, I'm glad I wasn't looking at it at that exact time. I'm looking at chat.
What'd chat say?
I was disappointed.
What'd chat say?
They were just congratulating you on the soul trap.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Ebonheart now.
Boop. And they booped you on the nose.
Boop. They booped me on the nose. Boop.
Booped you on the nose.
Booped me on the nose. Balmora.
Yeah, they're one of those Doliac things.
Doliac?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
The robots from Doctor Who. I don't know what they are.
Dalek?
Yeah.
Did you seriously just say Doliac?
Doliac.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
That's how you read that?
That's from that's what the little beast of burden things are in Guild Wars 2.
Why would that?
I don't know. I don't watch Doctor Who.
You don't need to watch Doctor Who to know how to pronounce Dalek. I mean, really.
I was thinking the giant. Yeah. I've never seen the word. I only know it's. We were making the joke about Arcaneer on the podcast when he'd go all robotic.
We're doing Doctor Who together.
Oh.
We're doing it. It's gonna happen. Don't worry, folks. He's gonna watch Doctor Who, whether he wants to or not.
Definitely not.
You're gonna like it. I know you will. You're
Exterminate.
You're a nerd.
I don't think I'm that much of a nerd.
You are. Believe me. All right. So now we need to go talk to Duke Dren.
Duke Dren.
I'm so glad I had that staff. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
I think that staff came from the quest line.
Ish is asking if you're going to force me into watching new, old, or both.
Just new. Old is too much. If he likes new enough, then we might go back and watch some old.
Isn't Doctor Who like Naruto with like 8,000 episodes?
No, not that many, but there is a good amount.
I hope this won't take long.
What do you want?
So we need to talk to Duke Dren, who is up here in his full suit of ebony armor. Say hello to Duke Dren.
Oh.
I am Vvardenfell Dren, Duke of Vvardenfell. Welcome to Ebonheart, Outlander. I need a construction contract. I am not sure if I should issue you a contract. Vvardenfell faces many threats today. I will grant you a contract. If you vow to do what you can for my people, I vow that I will do what I can. This is good enough for me. Alright, so I just lie, and that's all I needed to do to get to... Okay, good to know.
I mean...
Use your stronghold for the defense of my people and as an aid in your fight against our enemies. I don't know that I'm going to fight your enemies, but you can just keep believing that that's what I'm going to do, and that's good enough for me. All right. Recall. Perfect. Now let's go back and get our stronghold start building.
All right.
Let's do this thing like a chicken wang. This is exciting.
This is probably where, after we get that build, I guess, where we should probably end this.
Oh, it's not going to get built today.
Oh, is it multi-step?
It's multi-staged, yeah. But we'll start it tonight. We'll start it tonight, yeah.
They lost 150 episodes. There's 862.
Okay, don't listen to that person. We're not going to be watching 862 episodes. We're only watching New Who, which is far, far less. Far, far less. And we're not even watching all of New Who. We're just going to watch up to, like, Capaldi. So, even less. It's like 7 seasons or something like that.
How do you lose 150 episodes?
It's an old show from like a long time ago, and back in the day, they played the episodes on film, and then the film spools, they would get rid of them because they didn't have room to store them, and replace them with new film spools for other shows. Right? There was no reason back in the day for them to keep all of that stuff. It was a waste of money. Waste of space, waste of money. Oh wait. This is where we need to be here. I'm stupid. Oopsie doopsie. Hold on. Levitation. So that's what happened.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money you'd have if you like had a few of those film reels?
Oh yeah.
Like you were the guy who emptied out the trash and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna take this home. and it's such a big show now. Be like, hey, I have like 20 of the lost episodes. Oh my goodness.
I don't think there's
your price.
I don't think there's as many as 150 lost now. I think they've recovered a lot of them actually, but yeah.
To be that one janitor who took them home, and then's like, how much you want for them?
I don't think a janitor would have kept. Well, even if a janitor kept them, here's the problem: is if they're not stored in a correct environment, then they go bad. Yeah, so it's a little more complicated than that. Jumpy, 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 hoppy.
Oh, I get it. They go, yeah, unfortunately, it was more like, hey, Joe, burn these.
Yeah, that's actually kind of what they did, yeah.
Throw them in the trash heap. It's cool. Light it on fire. It'll be fine. Aren't you concerned about all the noxious fumes in the air? Nah, it'll go safely into our air and drinking water.
It's all right, guys. It'll be fine.
No?
All right, here we are. Stronghold. Do you have the construction contract and 2 strong souls? Yes, here they are. Yes, I will use these souls to begin construction of your stronghold. Let me give you something that will help you understand House Telvanni's reasoning for building a stronghold at Ubereth's grave. Your journal's been updated, construction contract removed, and the future House Telvanni expansion has been added. Before we leave, let's check that out. Recommendations to the Council for future House Telvanni expansion by Lulanda Hellerin Cedrith Mora. There remain huge swaths of unclaimed land in the southeastern Vvardenfell that should be incorporated into the Telvanni district before the other houses or the Empire lay claim to it. As House Telvanni's stronghold architect, I think the Council's indulgence to review my proposal to address this issue. A modest tower located at the southeastern wastes of the Molagamar region would have a number of benefits if established according to my plan. I respectfully reject the view of some that the next Telvanni settlement should be founded in the Grazelands. Certainly there is great potential for development in that region, but there is not the urgency that exists elsewhere on the island. The Grazelands is already acknowledged as Telvanni territory. Red Mountain remains a near impenetrable barrier to any advance from the west, while Telvas anchors the flank to the north. It is through the Molagamar that the greatest threat to House Telvanni lies, and also the greatest potential for our expansion. Not occupying Marandus was a tragic missed opportunity, but who would have imagined that the ordinarily cautious Redoran would be so bold? Between the fortress of Marandus and their settlement at Molagamar, House Redoran has managed to envelop a large portion of the Molagamar uncontested. We cannot afford to allow that to continue. Nor do I favor the current practice of tactily supporting the development of the so-called rogue Telvanni bases. Such mage lords are too independent and too isolated to be effectively controlled for the greater good of House Telvanni. Punabi and Salipund were established to prevent the Redoran from pushing further north from Marandus, but the former's lord has already been seduced by the Mages Guild. I do not know how much longer we can depend on Salipund and Sharishi further to the northwest. What we require is a well-established tower in the region to anchor our other expansion projects and occupied by someone that the council can rely upon. I recommend developing Uverth's grave to the best address all of the needs I have outlined. A legally established settlement will be above reproach. Not even the Redoran would challenge it if its founding is sanctioned by the Duke. It is a measured advance into the Molagamar that still protects the southern flank of our interests in the Grazelands. It can provide logistical support to rogue Telvanni bases in the region, particularly for Mambambi, that holds a strategic position northwest of Molagamar. Moreover, Uverth's grave threatens the Redoran rear should they ever try to move against Tel Branora. In fact, its establishment virtually assures that threat will never be realized. The barbaric Arambanzan may eventually be eliminated, but in the short run, if they can be appeased, their camp holds the southeast flank of Uverth's grave, further strengthening its position. The physical plans for the stronghold will be much the same as with other Telvanni towers, except at a more modest scale, at least at first. The main tower will be the residence of the residing Telvanni lord or lady, and will include an underground expansion surrounding the tower. Surrounding the tower will grow house pods for several retainers. Much of the expense of developing the site will be assumed by the mage awarded the privilege to preside over Uverth's grave. Also, if the research of Heldarisi Seleth can be implemented, the tower may have defenses no intruder will expect. In summary, establishing our next settlement at Uverth's grave will give us access to considerable unclaimed land in the Molagamar, while strengthening our hold on existing Telvanni territory. Although the bureaucracy of securing a construction contract is tedious, developing a legally sanctioned settlement will assure no challenge to the legitimacy of this strategic outpost can be raised by the other houses. It would be wise that we identify an eligible candidate to preside at Uverth's grave soon, as the other great houses are certainly developing their own expansion plans. We cannot afford to lose this prime location to House Redoran. The following pages give the sketches of the exterior and interior layouts of the proposed new tower. So all of that's actually going to be really important moving forward, because all the talk about expansion and defensive areas and flanking the Redoran and all this kind of stuff is really important for what's coming after the stronghold is built and I've become the Telvanni Lord,
Gotcha.
and whatnot. So, yes, remember that content and information because it matters and is important to the story that we will continue to develop. And if you were a fan of that political intrigue at all, you'll have a lot more fun with what's to come. So that is
Game of Thrones Morrowind style.
Game of Thrones Morrowind style, exactly. Actually, it's kind of what it's going to be like a little bit once we get into and become the head of the house. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So interesting lore, interesting stuff. We're going to have a fun time with it.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think we've hit the end for tonight.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Definitely check out the YouTube page if you have not yet, because all of our past episodes are on the YouTube channel. You could check that out and catch up so that you're all up to date for when this elf dies. I mean, when we continue this story.
It's not going to happen.
I'm determined that this elf to die.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
We're finishing this.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. Thank you so much to, hold on, Yoshi OST for the follow, Stabby Manic for the bits, and Ishibu for the bits. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great night. God bless.
Have a good night. God bless.